Brendan Belz with Banter with Belz and K-UTE Radio. We're in Salt Lake City at the State Room. We're with an awesome upcoming band, born and raised Salt Lake City. We are with the Medicine Company. Guys, thank you for being here today. How did the Medicine Company meet, and what inspired you guys to start making music together?
Well, we met years ago, like right out of high school. We all played in different bands and kind of met up at like different house shows and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then a few years later, our bands broke up, and then we decided to form a band together.
I had a band called Baker Street Blues Band. He had a band called the Arvos that both fell apart. And then Chandler called me one night, and we're both just being sad boys, and he was like, hey, let's start a band. Let's do something. And we started getting together, just playing music. And then Mac slowly filtered in, and we had Fisher slowly filter in, and we had a couple other drummers, and Connor filtered in, and kind of slowly, organically grew over time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Everything happens for a reason, right?
Hopefully. They keep telling me that.
Can you tell us about the origin of your band name and its significance?
Well, we came up with about 200 or 300 band names. We just kept writing them for weeks and weeks, and we couldn't settle on anything. And then I found an old like cowboy book called The Medicine War, and I was like, this is sick, The Medicine War. I sent it to Chandler, and he was like, nah. He's like, Medicine Company. And I was like, all right. And then
but we had pages and pages
of names
where we would just write them down as we thought of them, and it took a while. It took a month or two to actually come up with something where we all agreed on it.
Yeah, I think Company might have came from like Dead and Company or something, but just kind of a collective of people, and just kind of like it's a play on words, with the Medicine Company.
What almost became the band name?
I don't know.
I don't even know. We had so many I can't even remember.
Oh man.
I know that when I was 13, I wanted to have a band called Dragon Skull, but that wasn't on the list.
What genres would you classify your music as, and how would you describe your sound to someone who hasn't heard it before?
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll?
Rock and roll, like rootsy. We all grew up, listening to the Beatles and Led Zeppelin, Grateful Dead, and, some modern bands mixed in there too as well, but definitely that old 60s and 70s sound is kind of like what I think kind of brought us all together.
All right, this next question is a little crazy, so bear with me. Within roots, Americana, and folk music, tie-dye clothing can be a common occurrence. For example, your guys' concert tees, pretty sweet. Everyone should get them. For the fans, what is each of yours favorite color? Speed round.
Purple.
Blue.
Magenta.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Black.
Nice.
Orange.
Okay, good. That's my favorite color.
Hey. Opal.
Turquoise.
Turquoise. What color even is opal? Is it like a...
How do you describe a color?
Is it what's it related to? What would its cousin be?
Just blue. I don't know.
Bluish?
Bluish or maybe. I don't even know. I just like it. I like my friends' cats.
What is your songwriting process like? How do you come up with the ideas for your songs?
Tragedy.
Heartbreak,
tragedy, going to the hospiol.
As far as songwriting goes, usually Bryant, he writes the lyrics and comes up with kind of a basic
structure,
progression, and then kind of a lick or a melody, and then he brings it to us, and we kind of go from there.
Then
cool.
We kind of all start
structure it and add our
Yeah.
own little taste and flavors in, or creating
Take his
riffs.
gentle songs and riff them up.
Yeah.
But we've also co-written songs together, lyrics and other things as well. So it's kind of all over the place. Just whatever feels good, and however we can get it to happen.
Yeah, I just try and
Make
keep it
something
as
cool.
organic as possible. I'd say.
Group process?
Yeah, just keep it organic and try not to force things and kind of let it happen over time.
To the new album, just came out today, right? Yesterday?
Yeah, today. Yeah, dropped today.
Risk It for the Biscuit. What's the story behind your latest album? Is there a particular theme or message you want to convey? What are we risking, and what is the biscuit?
That is all in the question you ask yourself, man.
We're all getting older. And we, when we were growing up, we kind of thought we'd be rock stars by now, but that didn't happen. And so through day jobs and all that, I think, at least to me, and these guys might have a different perspective, but we're risking it for the biscuit. The music is the biscuit, and we're risking it because we're not making any money. And we're getting older.
But kinda, yeah. Well, and how the name came about, it was just a joke. So we were recording, and then Chandler just calls me, and they're all just laughing their asses off. He's like, dude, risk it for the biscuit. And I was like, what? He's like, that's the album name, dude.
Here we go. That's a motto I'm gonna live by.
Yeah, marijuana was definitely not involved.
I just want to say the cover art for Risk It for the Biscuit is pretty kick-ass. Can one of you explain the artwork and why you went with this design? What card game were you guys playing with those dogs?
Well, the artwork was the art.
Magic
You
Gathering.
have to ask the artist Dog Hands about that because we kind of
at
We gave him a very-
DAGZ Hands on Instagram. Give him a follow. He's a great artist out of
we
Provo.
we kind of gave him a very basic idea of what we wanted, and he kind of ran with it. And so, and it turned out amazing. So
We knew we wanted like the card game going kind of as the theme, you know.
Yeah, and like a lot of lyrics.
And we knew that we
reference.
wanted kind of the style of it, kind of more like what cartoony-ish sort of a deal, and like wanted
kind of a gambling sub.
yeah.
Yeah, that goes along with that theme
Yeah,
of
it's
gambling your life for your
The risk.
passions.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you have any pre-show rituals or routines before going on stage? Besides hanging out with a cool guy like me, right?
Someone's always got to be late.
Called Medco time.
Go time.
Ritual.
Just cracking jokes and cracking
Yeah,
beers,
cracking
really.
jokes, just trying to keep it feeling good, you know, not keep the tensions down and just, you know, try to feel good when we get up there.
pizza.
And that
Pizza.
means different things for different people, you know. Some people want to drink a few beers, some people might want to smoke a doobie, some people might want to eat a pizza. But
All right, and is there a specific message or emotion you hope your audience takes away from your music?
Just loving life, really. Just really enjoying the moment and being grateful. You know.
We can all forget about our problems for at least an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Music is medicine.
Exactly.
yeah, there we go.
Final question for the night. Finally, being from Salt Lake, how would you describe the music scene in Salt Lake? Would you say Salt Lake has the best rising music scene in the country?
Yes.
Yes?
I'd say so. Yeah. There's so many
I
talented.
kind of compare it. I mean, without the style of music, I compare it to kind of Seattle in the '90s. You know, I mean, I think that there's a lot of congested talent here, with not really anywhere to go right now, just because Salt Lake's not really on the map. But I think that within the next little while, hopefully, it starts to get some recognition. You know.
And it is, yeah. Just within our friend group, there's so many talented musicians. But even at the U, and the people are younger than us. You know, there's all these up and coming bands. Like, there's so many. I don't even want to name anyone singly, but like they know who they are, and they're all like, it's blowing my mind.
Speaking of, there's kind of a community-run record label, Milk Factory Records.
Yeah, and that
This guy
includes
kinda
like
started
us,
up that.
The Refugee, Lapdog, J-Rad Cooley Band,
And Phyllis
Blues and
Disco
Technicolor, and Phyllis Disco Dream. So that's just like our friend group, you know, that are all kind of these up and coming artists, you know, creating bands and making records, just doing it independently and all ourselves. So
Would you say you guys help each other?
big time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
we all share each other's bandmates. I mean, we all
Yeah.
play with play music together, and like there's definitely a few people here that are in a few of those bands.
Yeah, we
so.
share equipment, share rehearsal space, share, you know, recording technology. Just like everybody jumps in where they can creatively, you know. So we try and do it all, and you know, always have each other's backs for sure.
Nice. That's cool that you guys don't look at each other as competiters, but as a family.
Yeah,
Sometimes
It's not competition.
it's healthy.
Inspiration.
It's healthy competition a little bit, but yeah, it's big community for sure. We're forever grateful for it.
All right, final thing, going with tradition. I was wondering if you guys could sign that middle poster. Awesome. Thank you guys. And
thank you.
Yeah, good luck tonight.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Excited.
Thanks for coming to us. Dude.
Yeah. Any final remarks to the mini hand mic? Anyone?
Oh yeah. Merry Christmas.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Risk it for the biscuit. You heard it here. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. Awesome.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Cool.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome.